Hey there friends, how's it going? I'm Ben Snow, and today we're gonna take a closer look at the Autodesk presentation of Hogwarts Legacy. This was an hour-long, industry-oriented event that dived into the details of character creation in Hogwarts Legacy, from motion capture and physics development to full-body animations and cinematics production. It's so fascinating seeing the animations being created for the game. I know the Wizarding World is being brought by the developers, but these people are the true wizards. Like, seriously, my brain melted a little bit while trying to follow all the technical things, but I know you're most curious to see all the things they showed during this presentation. And I gotta say, they showed a lot of things. Like, I don't know, some things maybe by accident, because we have so much to cover today. We've got some new shots of the scenes that we've seen before, a brand new look at the common room entrance and Hogwarts corridors, character customization menus, some insane character confirmations, plot secrets, and of course, a short scene featuring a hippogriff. By the way, thank you everyone who sent me all the little clips and snippets of the things you've found. And shout out to James at Expecto for sending me the entire recording of this presentation, because my dumbass head forgot it was 6 p.m. Eastern time. But in my defense, my head is just fully wrapped up in a couple of major Hogwarts Legacy projects that I'm working on right now, and I'm planning on releasing them by the end of this month. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. But yeah, my head is all foggy and I forget things. Anyways, enough of chatter. Here's 44 things you missed from Hogwarts Legacy's Autodesk presentation. A new animation of the Avalanche logo. A list of shots of a dialogue scene between, looks like Natsai, Onai, also known as Natty, and a female avatar. A scene that possibly takes place right before the one that is shown at the very end of the presentation. A look at the location with the Reparo spell. I'm not 100% sure, but it makes it seem that here the professor is showing us some basic moves and spells. And perhaps this scene takes some time during the early stages of the game. But at the same time, this also could be them just recording generic spell movements or just actors having fun. A look at the Transfiguration classroom, or at least that's what I think it is. The continuation of a history class scene with Professor Binns as he walks, floats by. He accidentally breezes through the students, which wakes them right up. Then we got another angle of the Reparo scene. In this scene with the multiple screens, it says day 332 in one of them. So 332 days just for motion capture. If I'm not mistaken, like that's a lot. That's like almost a year of just motion capture. Also, Brady here looks like has quite a wand collection. I see Luna's wand, the Elder wand, Harry's wand, and another one, probably used for the motion capture, judging by the blue balls taped to it. Or white ball, well, whatever, they're like blue tape and white balls. A close-up look at the troll facial animation. Oh my god, this one is juicy. So here's a character preview screen where developers can customize this mannequin and give him all kinds of adjustments, like the head, arms, hair, beard. We can probably have a beard. That's cool. I mean, well, so the thing is that this may not necessarily be the things that we can adjust in as part of our character customization at the beginning of the game. But this is more like for developers, right? They create everybody in the game here, so they control this. I don't know if we're gonna be able to have a beard, because do teenagers have beards? Did I have a beard? I don't remember. We can even have socks and rings. This is so cool. Here also we have a glimpse at the list of outfits for the characters, and among them we have a Deathly Hallows outfit or robe. Like, we're gonna have... So, we're gonna have Deathly Hallows? At least somehow... Well, like, if there's an outfit, it must be in the game mentioned somehow. Maybe there's a character who's, like, into it, right? Because not everybody knows about the Deathly Hallows, but there are some who are like, remember Luna's father? What's his face? Xenophilius Lovegood. He knew about it. This is cool. Oh, there are so many things that could happen in the game, but I have to move on to the next thing because there's a lot. There's a lot in here. I gotta move on. Then we've got a quick look at some of the robe options, including this knitted robe that looks hella cozy, to be honest. Like, this looks like made by some grandma. And there's also a bunch of other ones in the menu there. Again, not a guarantee that we're going to be able to access that as in the game. And then we got a list of character models here. We have a house elf, howler, in fairy, then a mannequin, marketing only character, which is funny. Like, I wonder who's that character. What, maybe that was our avatar who we saw in the gameplay trailer that's just marketing. I don't know. Then there are others, and then there's player fight club ally. So we're probably gonna have some kind of a dueling club in the game, kind of like in those older Harry Potter games. Then there's portrait character, which means we're going to have elaborate portrait models. We're going to be able to like probably interact with them, talk with them. And by the way, as I was like writing this video, they posted a clip. Like, oh my God, I love that they're posting every week with little glimpses. And oh my God, like this little clip shows the Divination Tower and it's just, I looked at it for like 10, I'm not kidding. I straight up looked at it for like 5 minutes, just jaw dropped, just mind blown by how the ladder and the movement of the portraits. Hogwarts feels alive here, guys. And yes, so the attention has been paid to portrait characters, yes. Then a professor, and look, Professor Battle of Hogwarts, ABC. Here's a bag of iodinized kosher salt for you to have while I'm saying this. We're gonna have a battle in Hogwarts Legacy of Hogwarts. What? Like, this matches perfectly to the theory that I created in my story video, that we're gonna have an ABC. We're gonna have multiple outcomes as a result of that battle. Yo, yeah, like keep in mind that I'm speechless. Seeing that, I'm speechless. A separate video, I promise you, there will be a separate video talking just about Battle of Hogwarts. Moving on. Then we have a name drop, Abraham Ronan, a charms professor who's a Slytherin. Looks like James called it out. Then in the list of assets, there is wand 01 _ old. The suffix 01 indicates there might be number of different wand models in the game. Next up, there are different character models, including models of both humans and beasts. In this moment, the speaker also mentioned that this is just some of many different beasts that are in Hogwarts Legacy. Also, this is just one model of a dragon. There are many more in the game. And this shot gives us a great idea of the sheer size of the thing. I mean, look at it. It's like a plane. Here, Nathan Hendrickson mentioned that right before the pandemic started, they had all the actors already cast and everything ready to roll for the motion capture. But then the pandemic hit and they had to pause. That just helps to understand the time frame of Hogwarts Legacy's development. Companies usually don't share these types of info, so I'm just taking notes. Next up, we have a motion caption scene titled Intro 3 Common Room, Hufflepuff, original line 03. Well, okay, whatever. I believe this is just outside the entrance to the common room. It looks like the female character instructs the avatar to knock on the door, which he does, and the door rolls to the side, revealing the corridor that leads inside the common room. Like, I know it's not in full imagery, but like, I love those little statues of the badgers and the door, how it rolls. This is so cool. This is like probably in the beginning of the game somewhere where just the character explains us how we have to enter. Oh my God, give me the controller. Give me. I want to enter this freaking common room. Okay, sorry. Moving on. In the next mocap scene, this character is in a familiar-looking hallway, familiar columns, and familiar door. The avatar seems to walk up towards something and then reach out to touch it. What he's touching is actually in the title of this scene, Pensieve Bookmark. If you don't remember, Pensieve is a magical object that helps to review and store memories. Something makes me think that this is some sort of a safe checkpoint in the same room where this blue hologram map is. Maybe this room will help us navigate throughout different objectives throughout the game and like see like the progressions. We also have those doors. Next up, we have a scene with a goblin that I believe is taking place inside of a mine. Looks like they are having a decent, non-hostile conversation there. This could be the same goblin we saw in the gameplay trailer who was also talking to our avatar. Perhaps he's one of those goblins who oppose Goblin Rebellion and violence of Ranrock the Goblin. And oh my god, this scene is everything. Okay, so this is taking place in some corridor inside Hogwarts. The camera is shaking, then the book floats up, closes, and lands in the character's hands. This definitely surprised our main character, and it first made me think of the Philosopher's Stone scene where Harry tried to sneak into the restricted section of the library. Though this made the female actor smile, almost like whatever happened here was expected. By the way, is there anyone who can read lips? I wonder what these characters are saying. I think the guy is saying, "What is this?" But I have no clue what she's saying. So help if you can read lips, good luck. Also, if you look closer, there is a Hogwarts Crest on the book, which means this could be the older version of Hogwarts history. And it says Weasley on the female character. Oh my god, we're gonna have a Weasley. Maybe not even one. Maybe she's not the only Weasley in this game too, because there's another one red-haired. Maybe it's just a coincidence and that's the name of the actress. I doubt the male actor's name is Avatar though. I'm leaving out there. I gotta move on again. I want to talk about everything. There's limited time. Okay, next up we have a list of mocap takes. Here are a few notable descriptions. Bucket feed, meaning we will be able to feed our beasts in the vivarium, in the room of requirement. Clean bludger and clean broom. So I guess if Quidditch is not in the game, we'll at least be able to sniff the bludger. I mean, some of these animations may not necessarily be of our main character. Maybe that's just some NPC who will be like cleaning brooms and bludgers somewhere in the background. We will see it. Not necessarily if it's gonna be us who's gonna do that. Then we got Puffskin, also holding and petting Puffskin. Then we got a name of the scene that we're going to watch at the very end. It's called Split Up. And it looks like it was recorded or at least renewed on July 15th, 2022, so quite recently. Next up, we have a few shots right before the scene we saw in the gameplay trailer between Rookwood and Ranrock in the alley next to the 3 broomsticks. Now, in this mashup of different character animations, we got a few name drops. Looks like Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher is Professor Hecat. The Potions teacher is Professor Sharp. Then there's also a character named Teague, which I think is that dancing elf. And also we have Sebastian Salomon, though I think that that's a different character because in the gameplay trailer, Sebastian's last name is Sallow. Next up, we've got a wide look at the model of a castle-like structure where the split-up scene is taking place. And we've got a reveal of character customization screen. Obviously, all of this is still work in progress, and this is an insider event, so some things are subject to change. I mean, this looks amazing. My only thing is that I'm not a fan with the background of the cards because they kind of remind me of the Orthodox Christian icons. Like, I don't know, it just, for some reason, it throws me off a little bit. It looks too much like those icons, but that's just me. Regardless, these are some presets of characters that you can have if you don't want to spend 10 hours just customizing your avatar. But if you do, here's the face wear options, including face shape, skin color, and options of glasses. Then we got hair color and hairstyle. Then we got eyebrow shapes and colors and the color and shape of the eyes. And we get a Hogwarts Crest icon again, just like in the leaked gameplay footage. So it looks like we're gonna have a very simple Hogwarts house selection thing. This is big, and I'm sure we're gonna get some more information from the developers later on. And as a treat, at the very end of the presentation, they showed a full split up scene. So here we have the newly customized avatar and Natty approaching this huge entrance. And then a couple of dark wizards break out of it, chased by the Hippogriff. They duck down and hide. The wizards hit the Hippogriff a couple of times, bring it under the control, and then push it back inside.
Highwing, do you know that Hippogriff?
Then Natty says, new plan, I get the evidence, you free the Hippogriff. Agreed? And then she rushes through the door, gets inside as the door closes and splits them up. Then our character says there must be some other way around as he faces some construction which we can climb on to get around and continue our quest. And I mean, give me the controller and I will continue this quest right now. I will save Highwing. I will freeze all those dark wizards to death for touching that Hippogriff. So it looks like we're going to be able to climb in this game. And also the abuse of magical creatures is going to be one of the dominant theme in the game. What do you guys think about these reveals from this presentation? If you want to watch it yourself, you can either wait a couple of weeks until Autodesk releases the high quality recording, or someone already released it on YouTube, you can watch that. But I think the Autodesk will have a better quality. So we might see some more details in those texts because it's kind of blurry in some places. So let me know if you find any other details, or maybe there's some things that I missed. Just let me know in the comments. And meanwhile, check out some other videos that I made for you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.